Okay, take two. This will be kind of scripted because, yeah, this isn't my original idea, blah, 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 and I wanted to get it right. So I'm just going to read word for word from the script. My reading voice is not the best because I literally suck at reading. So, yeah, basically I already said hey, so I skip past that. This is not my original idea. The person that made this is a TikToker. I will be adding her like name into the description to try to tag her because that's what she said to do. Like just at her, then like at then put her name. So I'll put that in the description and in the comments. So hopefully that works out. Um, but yeah, this why this video is called "What That You Find How to Soulmate," because when any character, not just Deku, thinks out loud, they can hear their soulmate in the back of their head. This is kind of something that she said, but I'm just going to take this from her because I kind of liked it at the time, and it kind of what got me hooked. She said something about karaoke, and she basically said karaoke parties are going to be different, and I will add that into a part because she did too, which I kind of like. She just didn't say it, then not even used it. So I'll be using that not in this part, but in like the next part because I'm focusing on Decky right now in this whole part. Um, uh, yeah. Basically said that. Okay, Deku's quirk. Wait, let me make sure that character. Okay, yeah, Deku's quirk. The name of his quirk is Solo, a song. Reasoning behind that is because as long as Deku is making physical contact with basically in the character at the time, he can play a song based on their true emotions or like their emotion that they're feeling right now, and he can't use it on himself though. And he can play a song on their basically the true person feeling that he's touching right now, and he can play that song out loud, or he can sing that song. But he'll only play that song out loud because he bet you already knows who his soulmate is. Well, he doesn't know now, but he's going to find out, and he doesn't want his soulmate to know. So, um, okay. So yeah, it's basically I to explain. Um, so we can jump like straight into the actual what if now. Yeah, I might as well read this straight off the script. We see two boys from a distance. I can't think my reading voice. Let me try that again. Okay, so we see two boys from a distance. It looks like they are just playing, but what's really going on is Deku's getting bullied by a blonde-haired boy. Not gonna say his name. Uh, Deku uh gets up and yells stop at Kachan. Like he just gets up and yells stop and tries using his quirk, but nothing happens. Bakio saying, nothing happened. You don't even have a quirk, you Deku. Deku saying, but Kachan, I do have a quirk. The doctor said my quirk is going to get here. My quirk is going to get um, like active or whatever in 6 years. Then Bakio uh, just walking away because he really doesn't care. And yeah, that's all the script I have down because uh, I don't like scripting. Also, there's like one page of like wording right there, and I'm pretty sure I'm only like 5, maybe 6 minutes in. So now we're going off script. So now that one scene where Deku's running up and it's the tree like type hero fighting that really long dude. Let's time skip to there. Let's say Deku was around 13 when this happened, because that would be exactly where he got his quirk. Because when he said that he was like 7, no, yeah, I think it would be 7, because I said it's 6 years. So 13 right now. So he runs up and he is seeing them fighting. He starts writing everything down because right now he hasn't unlocked his quirk yet, but the doctor said that it should come in around when he's 13 to him turning 14. So he knows he should get it eventually between these two times. Um, anyway, where was I? I had somebody open the door, so I got distracted. Yeah, he's just basically taking notes, blah blah blah. And then, like tall girl, I don't remember her name because I really never used this scene. Tall girl comes in, takes all the attention to her, making her great announcement to actually being a hero. Blah blah blah. Really doesn't matter. We get into school and Deku is just sitting there. The teacher goes through that thing where he's like, I know you all want to be heroes. Bakugo says his speech. And then the teacher says, oh, Bakugo, you want to go to UA? And then Bakugo, um, no, the teacher says, oh, Bakugo, you want to go to UA? Then Bakugo gives his speech. Then when Bakugo's done with his little speech, the teacher says, oh, Deku, you also want to go to UA? Deku, kind of being still nervous, just says he just raises his hand and shakes his head and looks away. After class, Bakugo walks up to Deku trying to explode his notebook. Deku ends up not having it, and his quirk is basically instant as long as he puts one finger on you, or like any finger, just as long as he touches you in general, like with a piece of his skin, or like just as long as he's actually touching you, he could even have a glove on and still touch you, it would still work. So his quirk is basically instant as long as it's not getting canceled by Aizawa if he touches you with any part of his skin, and he can control if he wants it to happen, but he can't do that right now. So as soon as he tries touching Bakugo to get his notebook back, um, this random song plays out loud. I'm not gonna play any music for this because I don't want it to get copyrighted again. So a song plays out loud, and then Deku learns like all this stuff about Bakio. It just like comes flowing to his head, and he knows exactly what that song means and why that song's played. So he just starts using that song to like basically talk down on Bakio, saying, "Oh, so the reason that you bullied me is because uh you're basically you lack self confidence, and you have a hero complex when you know this isn't the what a hero would do." And he's basically just talking down on him. I really don't feel like doing that right now, but he basically just talks down on him, and then he grabs his notebook and walks away because Bakio really never got a chance to use it, and that's basically how Deku's quirk works. If he touches you, a song plays. He knows what that song means. People can kind of understand what the song means just by the wording, but he gets emotion. He gets a little bit of memories sometimes. Go, 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 get out. Okay, go. Wow, for once, this not for once. Like, this happened like 3 times. By now, my little brother just woke up. I'm recording like 8 later than I would since I fell asleep the first time I tried recording. Yeah. Anyway, no, I don't feel like getting this off just because you woke up. Anyway, where was I? You got Deku walks out, then he gets attacked by a sludge villain. Then he really doesn't. No, actually, this is the first time Deku actually like wants to sing since he knows like nobody's around, so he sings and he attacks the sludge villain. Like he just really, really likes the song that plays, so he sings along. And the sludge villain, like every time he says a word, the sludge villain just gets like blown back. And Deku, he's slowly starting to realize every time he says a word, um, let's say the song's like no, that one song is like "Baby, You're Lightning in a Bottle." Basically, as soon as he says "Baby, You're Lightning in a Bottle," thunder, like not thunder in a bottle, but like thunder starts like flowing around his hands, and then like he just flicks his hands, and it shoots at the sludge villain. And basically, say like let's say a song says it's like dancing in the rain, he can manipulate water, or if it says like something about air, even if it's just a brief description of something like air, he can use air. If it says running, he like say a song says running away, he can he gets super speed. If the song says he needs to be strong, like if the song says I know I need to be stronger or something like that, he gets super strength, blah blah blah. But he doesn't control what he gets, so his quirk is kind of gambling quirk at the same time because he could get a song about being weak and it would make him not weak, but it would make him like it would make his reaction slow. But that's when he could use his mental uh attack instead of his physical. So he kind of has ultimate defense and ultimate offense, kind of, but whatever. As soon as he zaps the sludge villain with lightning, it falls down, and then he collects it in a bottle. Whatever. I'm not gonna say it. No, never mind. Anyway, he just collects it in a bottle. Something popped up into my head when I said that. Whatever. Anyway, he collects it in a bottle, and then he really doesn't know what to do with it, so he's just sitting there. And then All Might jumps out. He asks All Might if he wants him to use his quirk on him. I might ask him what's his quirk. He basically just said it's like so you like you know exactly what you're feeling. All Might being cool just says yeah. His quirk is really just about like trying to put on a mask basically and pretend like something that he's not. Deku like knowing basically not that he know what All for One is and all that, but he's understand like he knows that All Might has this like super big secret that he doesn't want nobody to know. So as soon as he realizes that, he just starts touching. Um, All Might hands him the sledge villain and says, "There you go." Ask him to sign this ask him to sign his autograph. He asked him like right before he was about to jump off. He grabbed onto his leg again. They landed onto the roof. Then he asked him, can he be a hero even though he was a late bloomer? Um, All my saying like, what can your quirk do? From what I know, it can play a song out loud. You really didn't describe it. You just asked me if you want me to use your quirk, and I said sure. After you said it's just a song quirk, I didn't expect something like that. Then Deku just saying, oh, basically, when I touch people, I can. He says, from what I know, when I touch people, I can. A song plays out loud, and I can sing along to that song, and um, I can attack people physically if I do that. But if I don't, I can say words to people like about the song, describing the song, and it basically is like I am making them it's basically like a therapy session all at one time. It's too much for their like it's too much emotion at once, so they really just break down. That's the best way to describe it. It's basically like they automatically it's like their body gets weakened because they're having too much emotion and it basically is like an anxiety attack, but at the same time not because it makes them like a lot calmer for some reason. But yeah. Anyway, that's kind of how Deku's work works. I'm briefly explaining it into like not my best abilities. Like if I did that, I'd be talking about it for a good 30 minutes. And the reason I picked this is because it's there to be a perfect quirk for this. What if he sings the person that he doesn't want to know would find out, but if he doesn't sing, he still gets an attack. So he really doesn't have to. Anyway, let me zoom up for this a little bit. Where was I? Yeah, he tells all my saying from what it sounds like, as long as you sing, or even if you don't sing, you should be able to be a good hero. Uh, then mm, yeah, let's say the sludge villain attack does happen. This time he sees Bakugo and he doesn't sing. He uses mental attack. And now I'm going to explain why he didn't sing. Flashback. Let's say if he was 7. Let's say past flashback 2 years from when he was 8. Um, Bakio was singing a um like a bullying song. But I'm just gonna use the same one that she did. It was like I thought it was. It was like dang it, I thought it was because like I have a brief description. It was like I think she said it was like you're ugly, you don't got no alibi, blah blah blah. It was something like that. I genuinely don't remember. I just know the song was kind of like something you would remember for some reason. But yeah, then Deku hears it twice. He hears it out loud, and he hears it in the back of his head. Mytho chamber is what she called it. That Deku knows exactly what it's for. Basically, everybody knows what it's for because they're told from a young age. If you hear a song in the back of your head, it's most likely your soulmate. So basically, Deku hears it twice. Deku automatically knowing Bakio is his soulmate, and he knows that if Bakio finds out, Baki is going to be mad. So he's not going to. I thought at the moment he automatically like told himself that he'll only sing late at night, like late at night. So Deku he practices singing late at night, making Bakugo like even as a kid, Bakugo would have like a lot of this random burst of nightmares, which is going to get worse in the future. But right now, he just has little, like, random bursts of nightmares, and what would help him fall back to sleep. But Deku didn't even know what he was doing this. What would help him go back to sleep is he would hear this voice singing in like his back of his head, right? Like, but he would think that it was still a dream because, like, like when you're half asleep and you're half awake and you don't know if it's a dream or you're actually awake. That would what would be happening, and Bakio would just go back to sleep. Deku would keep singing because he didn't even know what was happening, and then we go back into the future, and Deku is basically completely bullying. He's basically bullying the sledge villain, and the sledge villain, panics slowly like creeps into a corner and just sits there. Dashi realizing that his mental like attack work is most likely stronger than his physical attack work because he can actually scar somebody. So he knows that he shouldn't go completely out, like all out with it now since he literally made the sludge villain back into a corner and just start crying. So he just scoops it up into a bottle and he scoops it back up into another bottle that he just found. No, let's say he scooped it back into the same bottle since Baku had to kick it. So yeah, he scoops it back into the same bottle. He gives it to the sledge. He gives it to the heroes that were right there. The heroes tried getting onto him. That he really didn't care, and he just walked away. And then All Might finds him. All Might asks him. All Might just tells him that he could be a great hero. He jumps off, saying that might be a good candidate. And mm, I'll go on this for a little bit longer. What else do I want to happen? Let's get to 10 method training and I'll leave it off there. Because yeah. Alright, the Shadow Master is signing out. See you in whatever video I do next.